Welcome to our channel, where we uncover the untold stories of real espionage, betrayal, and secret intelligence operations from around the world. From Cold War spy games to modern intelligence failures, we explore the darkest corners of history. In this podcast series, we dive deep into the shocking case of Robert Hanssen, the FBI agent who betrayed his country from within. Stay tuned for the next episode as we continue unraveling one of the most dangerous spy cases in American history. Between the late 1980s and the early 2000s, Robert Hanssen's espionage activities escalated into a highly sophisticated and dangerous operation. After resuming contact with Russian intelligence in 1989, Hanssen refined his spycraft techniques, using secretive methods to avoid detection and continue passing critical classified information to his handlers. Hanssen relied heavily on dead drops, covert locations where he could discreetly leave packages containing top-secret documents, microfilm, computer disks, or written notes. These dead drops were usually placed in seemingly ordinary public spaces: parks, beneath footbridges, inside hollow trees, behind loose rocks, or under park benches in quiet suburban areas of Virginia, not far from his home. These drop points allowed him to avoid direct contact with his handlers, reducing the risk of exposure. Meanwhile, Hanssen's personal life presented a stark contrast to his dangerous double life. To his family, friends, and church community, he was a devoted husband and father of 6 children. He was active in his local Catholic church, coaching youth groups and teaching Sunday school. He carefully shielded his espionage activities from everyone around him, maintaining an image of normalcy and integrity. Hanssen's arrogance and sense of invincibility grew with time. He believed himself to be smarter than his colleagues and above the law. This overconfidence sometimes led to mistakes. On several occasions, he left behind clues or evidence that could have exposed him. But his deep understanding of FBI counterintelligence protocols and his meticulous care in covering his tracks allowed him to evade detection. Recognizing the growing threat, the FBI launched an internal mole hunt task force in the late 1990s. This specialized group coordinated extensive investigations, analyzing data for suspicious patterns, monitoring communications, and collaborating with former KGB and Russian intelligence officers to identify the traitor within their ranks. The task force worked tirelessly but faced numerous challenges. Hanssen's operational security was exceptional. He frequently changed his dead drop locations, used coded messages, and avoided electronic communication to minimize digital footprints. His expertise in espionage tradecraft made tracking him extraordinarily difficult. Despite these obstacles, pressure mounted within the FBI. The mole hunt intensified. Every piece of information was scrutinized. Intelligence leaks continued to jeopardize U.S. agents and national security assets worldwide. The realization grew that the spy was likely someone deeply embedded in the FBI, someone with intimate knowledge of internal operations. Throughout this period, Hanssen continued to supply Russia with critical intelligence, including details of American surveillance methods, identities of undercover agents, nuclear defense plans, and even clandestine operations conducted around the globe. The full extent of the damage he caused remains classified, but experts agree it was one of the worst espionage disasters in American history. As the net tightened, Hanssen's double life showed signs of strain. The tension grew with every dead drop, every secret communication. Yet he adapted quickly, displaying a chilling calmness and calculated caution that allowed him to continue his betrayal for years. The stage was set for a dramatic conclusion to this decades-long saga of deception and treason. In return for the secrets he provided, Russian intelligence left payments at similar dead drop locations. These payments often included large amounts of cash, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, and occasionally even diamonds. Hanssen's codename with the Russians was Ramon Garcia, a name whispered with a mix of admiration and fear in the world of espionage. Despite the sophistication of his methods, by the mid-1990s, subtle signs of espionage began to surface within the FBI. Certain covert operations were repeatedly compromised. Classified projects that should have remained secret were suddenly exposed. Internal leaks sparked concern among senior intelligence officials. However, initial suspicion focused on other agencies, such as the CIA or foreign moles outside the FBI.